All right, everyone. Good morning. Just wanted to do a different type of video today. No building today. I'm actually going to let my son work on my next bag, and we'll go. That'll be up on the next video. But today I thought I'd do a comparison between the Lego Assister and the MVP Mould King Assister that I got over here. So let's start out with the similarities first. The first one is they both have the very fine edge for picking bricks. The only difference between the two is that Lego's got that flat end and the Mould King's is rounded. Pretty much the only benefit to the flat end is it can get the 1x1s and the 1x2s up, which, believe it or not, is actually really handy because this one cannot get the 1x1s or the 1x2s up. This one, it's got to be at least a 1x3 or bigger for this one to pick it up. As you can see, both ends, let me get this turned, after you pick bricks, start to get a little frayed and damaged, so you may have to either use your fingernails or maybe even a little piece of sandpaper to clean it off, so you have that clean edge when it comes to picking the bricks. As you can see right there, both of the edges are getting kind of torn up from use. The only other area that they're similar is the Technic piece right here and on this side of the Mould King hammer. Now you can kind of see it there. It's got the plus side, so the rods can go in there, and then this will push it in, whereas with this one, you set the rods and it'll push it in flat. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. This is nice for getting it pushed in and seated all the way, but because it's sticking out, you can push it in too far, and then you have to go around the backside and then flatten it back out. This one, you push it in, but it doesn't get it in all the way, so you may have to use a fingernail to get it seated, or you flip it around and you use this piece right here to get it seated. So that's about where the similarities end with these two. I'm going to go ahead and set the Mould King one down here. With the Lego Assister, you have the 1x2 piece setter right here, which will fit any piece to help you lock it into place. And on the bottom side, it's got the pieces as well to connect, so in case you need to, lift from the bottom or lift from the top, so to speak. It's got a nice angle. The ridges help you get a good grip on it. I find it really helpful when I got to pick off a 1x2 or a 1x1. But again, it's got its limitations. You've seen the damage up here on this end. With the Mould King one, first thing off, you get this wonderful hammer. It's got a plastic cover on it so you can expose an all-metal hit, but you really don't need it because it's metal. So I leave the little rubber cap on, and it is great for when you got to set the flat pieces on when you're doing covers and whatnot, or if you're using a lot of really long pieces like this and you're sinking them together. This thing is great for getting everything hammered down nice and easy. As you saw earlier, it's got the I call it the Technic thing to help with Technic. It's got a little nipple right here on this side. You could also use this to help seat the Technic pieces in, or when you're seating any kind of small piece, it helps out. This one also works. I found this part of the hammer is really good for getting out the little connectors that go in the Technic pieces. I'm going to grab one out of my collection over here. So in case you put one in wrong, you can use this to push it out and get it, because Lord knows I've had a few that have gone in wrong. So that's been really helpful. The Mould King one also has this hook right back here, which is actually really handy when you've got a rod, one of the black rods, gray rods, whatever, and you get it on there wrong, or pieces in there wrong. You can actually stick the piece in there and use that to split them apart, and it'll basically strip the rod of any Lego that's on there. So that's really handy. Overall, they both have their uses, but I have to say the Mould King is by far the better of the two. A lot more versatility, a lot more uses. The only drawback is it doesn't have the flat spot, but by far and wide, I would take the Mould King hammer over the Lego Assister any day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll keep doing more videos focusing between Mould King, Lego, and everything else out there. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next video.